Hi friends, with a sneak peek of my vision board, I'm here to tell you that for the next 4 months and beyond, I will be living out of a suitcase pursuing my dreams of writing music in different parts of the world. And before ending this chapter, I felt like documenting this pivotal point in time.
I'll just sit here in the middle of this mess and chaos next to an empty box. This moving out thing has been incredibly challenging for me. The packing, although a bit difficult, is nothing compared to the emotional part. The thing is,
I'm not just moving away physically, but more importantly, mentally and spiritually. I might be over-romanticizing this process, but that is what I need for a restart, to distance myself from the persona I have created, in a way to end the old me. In order to see who I truly can be without boundaries, I'm choosing to move away from the Latvian language, my native tongue, the city I was born in and have lived my whole life, the people I've been influenced by, my limiting beliefs and fears. I'm leaving this apartment where for the last 3 years I have created a career in the Latvian music scene as an independent artist. I've gotten awards, I've been on magazine covers, I've become a music producer here. I'm incredibly proud of myself, but during this, I also let workaholism and perfectionism take over me, and I became addicted to drugs. And after countless severe burnouts, I've managed to heal here. So much has happened in these 4 walls and in the past 4 years, but I've chosen to leave all of it behind for now, the good and the bad, all in search of a more meaningful way of living and creating, in search of who I truly want to be.
the idea that one day I might be able to sit down under a palm tree with my laptop and my microphone to create music inspired by the sunlight, by the warmth, and by the emotions and energies that I'm surrounded by. Safe, protected, inspired, sexy, hot. I'd have SPF. Okay, I'm going way too deep into that fantasy, but that idea has been feeding me for years. I cannot express for how long. And I can't express for how long, actually. For 6 or 7 years, I think. When I realized that there is this thing called music production, that is a skill that you can acquire, that there are the technical things that you have to deal with, and that there is this thing called financial freedom that you have to acquire in order to actually do the work that you want, etc., etc. It has been a very long journey to get to a place where I'm sitting next to an empty box and packing away the things that I have to try to find a palm tree to sit down under and write music. The house is a complete mess. I'm in the middle of packing, and as much as I would have liked to have become a radical minimalist, I'm not. This room is also in the midst of packing. I look like absolute crap. I'm sorry, I should never speak bad about myself, but I feel so sick. I have been sick for a week. I think I have gotten some stomach virus or something. It's horrible. I'm not gonna go into detail. It's not pleasant, but I feel horrible. I feel really bad. My body is not at its best, and I'm trying to care for it and be as gentle as I possibly can. But yeah, I was not expecting in my last weeks here to be this horrible. So I had so many plans. I wanted to release these songs to continue the storyline of this work, because I love to romanticize anything, everything. But honestly, I had to reduce the expectations. My sickness escalated, and I was really sick for more than 2 weeks, which for me is very long. I rarely get sick. Of course, I got sick before leaving, and all of the ideas of preparing to leave in this grand, beautiful way, it just vanished into thin air. It was impossible. I'm so grateful I feel better right now, but I am really a few days away from leaving, and it's starting to really sink in that I'm not gonna have a home for the next 4 months, and I will not have a home when I return. There are furniture slowly disappearing, things disappearing, being sold and given away. There are so many things that I'm not certain about. Knowing how comfortable I've become in the past years, living in the same space, feeling safe here, this is gonna be a big adventure. Here I am, stepping into the unknown, publishing my first video in English, practicing to speak, to film myself, just doing these basic things that are not basic for me because they're new, they're challenging. But I'm very, very proud of myself, and I'm grateful that you're here. If you've gotten this far till the end of the video, I'm very grateful for you. I just wanted to say that in this journey that I'm about to step into, this goal of being able to create music while location independent, to be able to get inspiration from different people, places, nature, from all around the world. That is my dream. That has been my dream forever. I think anyone can clearly hear it in my music, and you will be able to hear it in my future music as well. So this is the first video that I am making. I'm not gonna focus on these kind of videos too much, but I did feel like it's important to film something before I leave, because soon I will be in different spaces. Hopefully some will be beautiful and inspiring to me and to you, and I will be in warmth, in the sunlight, which will be beautiful. But as I've said before, and I will say again and again, truth is important. And this is where I come from. This random room where I have been for years, where I have done the work and saved up the money to be able to leave right now. So this is also the reality. So I wanted to start from here and then move on to whatever comes next. Thank you for being here. I am about to leave. I will be hopefully brave enough to post things here and on other social media platforms. And I also am creating my Patreon account where I will be sharing the things that I'm not comfortable sharing online. And there are a lot of those because I'm such an emotional and vulnerable person. I love making videos. I love speaking to the camera. I love analyzing experiences truthfully. I have tons of videos, tons of demos and things that I want to share, but they're not meant for the general public. So I've never felt brave enough to share them online, and I will never feel brave enough to share them with everybody because it's not meant for everybody. So I will start posting more on Patreon as well, just to have this creative safety, emotional safety. And I'm very excited about that as well, to connect on a deeper level there. So thank you for being here. I'm super, super, super excited. I wish you the best. I wish you health, most importantly, health, hopefully health for me as well. And I'll see you when I'm in Australia.